Oh, hello. Welcome to Togs Gaming. We've been on a bit of a hiatus for a while because of the whole, Rona thing. Anyway, a few people have requested a tutorial how to make the legendary cheese and rice. Let's get to it. Alright, so we're gonna need a few things. First of all, it's a very loose recipe. It's very optional. You can add a bit, choose a bit. It's not a precise kind of thing. So here's some things you can add. Got some Carolina Reapers there. I wouldn't suggest that unless you know what you're doing. You've got some habaneros here. Might use one of these. These look very tasty. This one, that one looks alright. They're delicious. Now back inside. After you've got that, now there's a few things you can use. First of all, we're going to obviously have some rice. Here's some I cooked. You can still see there's steam coming off of it. So we're going to be using a bit of that. And I don't know, we have Aldi over here, so I don't know how you do it in America, but here's some, like a kilogram of tasty cheese. It's called tasty cheese from Aldi. I'm not sure if that helps. But that's what I use. That's how you make the original, the true cheese and rice. You use tasty cheese from Aldi, which is a kilogram block cheese. I know cheddar, but not too strong. Tasty cheese. And then finally, you need two more things, or one of two. This part you can change up to if you really want, but these are the kind of two things I use. So you can use really nice tuna, or you can use like Indian kind of dal kind of stuff. I guess for this recipe we'll use some dal stuff because it's how the original cheese and rice is made. Anyway. Time for the assembly. So what you want to do is get your kilogram of cheese, place it on here, get a knife and just start chopping it into some slices. You'll need quite a bit, not way too much. You can go overboard with the cheese, but you can also definitely go underboard. So cut off a good amount, maybe one more slice. It's kind of getting tricky to use now. Ooh, gonna slice off my finger. There. Alright, there we go. That'll do. Put that back. Alright, now I have this much cheese. I don't know, it's kind of hard to quantify. I know that chunk, once we got that there, we just slice it into thirds, like so. And you've got these individual parts. These parts, you stick into the rice, but we'll get into that now. There's the camera. Alright, so for this part you want a fairly large spoon, fairly large bowl. Like here's like my hand for scale. Alright, so we'll start doing it. I wasn't too hungry, so I didn't make too much rice. There's only a bit of rice in here. So you start putting all the rice into here. Yum yum yum. And just fill it up. Rice. Nearly done. It was not too peckish. I had like a big dinner, I think. Anyhow, I wasn't that hungry. So this is all we need. Oh, it's not really exposing too well, is it? Okay. Lots bits of rice. Alright, here you go. So now, we have this. Just a bunch of rice in a bowl. Now here's where the magic happens. So we take this. Jeez, the lighting's just awful. Anyway, never mind. Alright. Here, this one. And then you get the cheese, these parts of the cheese. Just stick them in all over. Like deep into the rice so that when it melts it's just really nice. I guess while I'm here, I'll talk about Togs gaming. Sorry, we kind of lost a bit of momentum there, didn't we? We were going really well for a while, and then you know. Oh yeah, most of us, just for reference, if you don't really know us personally, we're kind of in the final year of school, so it's going to be a bit on and off for Togs gaming, but that's alright. It's going alright. Alright, so now we have this. It's usually a bit dry, so turn on the tap very low. Just kind of put a bit of water in there, just to kind of, because otherwise it gets very dry. Put a bit of water in there. Not soak it. Don't soak it in water. Just moisten it a bit. That's a terrible word, but I know it's what you need to do. Anyway, now for the next part. Alright, for this part we'll use the dal mix, but keep in mind it's a very open kind of recipe. Use whatever you want, whatever you feel like, you know, it's a very customizable sort of thing. But you just need something to kind of give a bit of flavour and body to the cheese and rice to make it a bit nicer. Can't even speak English, what the hell. Alright, so you get this, and just tear the top off. There you go. Whoop. Pour it into the cheese and rice under the top. Just get it all out there. We'll get some sort of spoon implement to start that. 1 second. Alright, we're back, and then just kind of like, try and stir it in a bit. I actually don't like the kind of yellow dal stuff. I prefer the other lentil-y one, but you know, hey, this is alright. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be delicious no matter what we do. So. Alright, even it out a bit. There we go. Beautiful. Now, what do we do with this? Microwave. Open. Dal. Picked up. Put in. This is like a high, I guess. What do we do now? 2 minutes. Mate, you know, 2 minutes will do. And then just, I don't know, let it count down. Alright. While that's cooking in the microwave, I know, I usually do this before, but I'll be honest, I forgot. But we can do it afterwards. Alright, so you get this, you got our habanero. This is just an optional thing. I have habaneros and I like a bit of spice, so you know, hey, it's what I do. And you get it, and then you just very finely slice it. Very fine, because a little bit of chili goes a very long way. Actually, no, I scrap that. I'm gonna dice it. I'm gonna dice it a bunch and then mix it in after I'm done. So I'll just kind of roughly slice it a bit. Be careful when cutting chilies. You can smell that. God. Be careful cutting chilies. Make sure you wash your hands afterwards, otherwise you'll get chili in your eyes, and that will suck. That will suck a lot. I probably won't use all this. This is quite a lot of chili for the amount of cheese and rice I'm making. I'll only use a bit, because if you use this much habanero, it's going to be incredibly spicy. Alright, it's just about fine enough, I think. Let's do one more pass. Alright, that'll do. Alright, onto the finished product. Oh wow, look at this. We got our cheese and rice. It's actually kind of hot. 1 second. Alright, it was kind of hot, so I'll just use a tea towel to pick it up, actually. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, I'll just give you a look at it now. Yeah. Look at it. Delicious. Anyway. Alright, we'll get a tiny bit of chili and I'll sprinkle it in so we can see that. Not that much at all, just like a tiny bit. Not that much more. Just give it a bit of a pass. Right, there you go. That's all. That's all, you don't want too much. And then, 1 second. Alright, then just mix it in. Just mix it in. And you can see that it's got this kind of like viscous kind of property to it. That's how you know you made cheese and rice properly. Yeah, alright. I'll try and mix it in. Because you don't want to have just bits of plain rice at the bottom. You know, you want to mix it in properly. This is an essential step. Not really, but it's a fairly essential step. All right, there we go, done. Beautiful. All right. Now, if it's not salty enough, or if you need something else, I know you can try add some salt. I don't know, maybe some stock if you want. You know, maybe a bit of soy sauce. I don't know. It's good though. You can really just play around with it though. It's cheese and rice. It's not some sort of like, I don't know. It's not like foie gras. You don't need to finesse it too much. Just a bit of. Oh, that's a lot of soy sauce. Oh crap. Anyway, well, well, that's how you make cheese and rice. I'll give that a bit of a stir. Also very optional. Alright, sorry. So it's been a while since it's been the last Togs video. I know the channel's dying. I'm sorry, everybody. It's very, very sad. You know, hey, we've got some things in the work. We just need a bit of time, which is something we really don't have right now. We're pretty busy with school. But once that's all over, bet your bottom dollar there's gonna be some really good Togs material coming out. So make sure to subscribe. I'm dyslexic. Anyway, alright. Done. We're finished. This is, one second. This is the cheese and rice. This is how you make it properly. I mean, you can make it with tuna, all sorts of things, but this is a prime example of ideal cheese and rice. Delicious. I hope this helped. This is how you make the holy food. Alright then, see ya. Goodbye.
My friend Jacko, I think he's been cheating on my girlfriend, and he stole my brownies at dinner last night. I never get to eat brownies, so I'm gonna club him in the face.
It's a beautiful day, the sun is shining.